I think I'm live. I'm almost live. I am live. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be with you today. I just realized I forgot to. First of all, can anyone hear me? I hope so. I'm actually wearing amazing clothes by Lasagna Vintage. I did forget to link her Instagram in the description box, so I'm going to say it right now. It's on Instagram, Lasagna Vintage. Find her. I'm wearing an amazing top ensemble. You can see the top by Lasagna Vintage. I'm so excited to talk about her because she sent me a mystery box, a thrift box full of all sorts of treasures that made me super happy. And I suggest to follow her on Instagram. You can get all of her finds, all of her special treasures for yourself, and they'll make you feel amazing. Okay, so let's get on to the show. I'm here today to help you manifest your wildest dreams and nothing less. I do have a few more announcements before we begin, and then we're going to be taking questions randomly from whoever wants to ask. I'm just going to pick them at random. No special science to it. It's kind of whatever my eyes see, whatever you attract me to see, because you're attracting me in this moment too. I'm assuming you can all hear me. At least I hope so. If you can't hear me or you suddenly lose audio, do say something because I can't tell. It looks like there's sound going through, but I don't actually know for sure. Okay, so announcements. Free coaching is available from a new Team Veronica member. Phone calls, text chats, emails. If you would like to receive some free coaching, send me an email, VeronicaIsles@gmail.com. Tell me why you should be the recipient of this free coaching. She will be a new coach working for Team Veronica, and first she's going to do some test work, and so you can be her test subject in a way. But she does share all of the same ideals as I do, or otherwise, she wouldn't be involved with me. Thank you for the compliment in the outfit. I'm enjoying this pink ruffles. It's not a pajama. No, it is in fact a top. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's so lovely. Okay. Oh, good. Someone said that they could hear me. That's always helpful. The other announcement is if you want to do coaching with me, there are spots available on Tuesday and Thursday of this week. So immediate availability. I know I was on a long wait there for a while, but I actually have availability on Tuesday and Thursday of this week. So there is no waiting around. Okay, so let's just do what you all came here for, which is in fact talking about manifesting. And I'm here to answer your questions for free. All right, so let's do it. Who wants to be first? Well, I guess everybody does. Where did I get this outfit? From Lasagna Vintage. If you're just joining me now, do follow her on Instagram. She finds things at thrift stores. She makes things. She is extremely creative and wonderful. And she sent me these beautiful clothes, and I'm so happy to wear them. Okay, so who wants to ask a question? I actually don't have any just yet. Maybe some tricks on it, rather some tips on attracting a specific person. I think I have like over 500 videos, probably just on that topic alone. Well, maybe not that many, but probably at least 400. But I will say that attracting a specific person is always more about you than about the specific person. It's fine to identify someone that you specifically want to be with. Yes, we are picking and choosing specific things all the time. However, when attracting someone, you are not trying to force yourself on them or convince them to be with you, but in fact, you're trying to attract them to freely come to you. And how does this work? Well, it works mostly with you and your ideas of self and your ability to be okay independently. In fact, that's when the specific person seeks you out because your energy is radiating so beautifully, so wonderfully that they just come to you like a magnet. Like it really is that simple. But it's going to happen when you need it the least. It is going to happen when you are living life for you. It is going to happen when the center of your world is you and not a specific person. So I do want to stipulate that because I think a lot of people get caught into the trap of making it about this person when it's not. It's about you. Okay. I'm giving up on this. Nothing has happened. Okay, well, I'm not sure exactly what you were trying to manifest, but I'm sorry that it hasn't happened yet. I think that when you truly want something to change in your world, whether or not it is a relationship or it is better finances, maybe a job you really want, maybe you want to renew a friendship or a family relationship, I think that you never really want to give up on something, but you do want to kind of put it in its place, let it breathe, put it aside. Like if you're feeling like you want to give up, like clearly you're exhausting yourself trying to manifest this particular thing. So we want to just give it room to breathe, to grow, to come to you. So if you feel like giving up, that means you're too attached. Your emotions are too dependent on needing this particular experience or this particular person. So basically, you want to just let it go. You want to let it be. And that's not really giving up, but that's putting it in its proper perspective so that results can actually happen, because results will always happen, but we do need to keep it in its right place. Okay. Can you manifest a younger looking version of yourself? Sure, why not? I think that your physical self is constantly responding. It's constantly listening to your cues, to how you feel about life. I mean, you could see someone who's 20 years old and they could look 45, and then you could see a 45-year-old that looks 20. Why does that happen? It's because of how we feel inside is being directly reflected on our outer. Our body is listening to our cues, to health, to youth, to pretty much everything. So if you want to look younger, start to embody someone who feels younger, who doesn't feel their age, who feels youthful, who feels wonderful. And you will notice changes. I mean, they happen pretty quickly. The world around you responds pretty quickly to thought and assumption, but again, no attachments, no getting fixated on needing to see results, no getting depressed because results haven't happened yet. Someone said, thank you for always making your videos to help us. I'm excited to. And there are plenty more coming. How to manifest clarity. Specific person never answers questions clearly. Well, that's super frustrating. When your specific person is in your world right now and they're doing things that are, they're frustrating you. And that makes you feel vulnerable to feeling badly. I think you should always look to what your specific person is doing right. Maybe they don't currently answer questions very clearly, but what would it look like if they suddenly did? What would it look like if they opened themselves up to you? What would it look like if they didn't have any walls up, or they just started doing more of the things that you want and less of the things that make you kind of irritable? So again, we want to reinforce the things they're doing right. Maybe you can even look to another relationship in your world, not necessarily a love relationship, but someone else who is doing things that make you happy or make you feel good. Like maybe someone else in your life has the ability to communicate with you in the way that you wish your specific person would communicate with you. Well, if you have proof of it, someone else doing something right, then, it's proof that you can, in fact, have those things. You can, in fact, have someone to communicate clearly with you. I mean, obviously, your specific person is honestly capable of answering questions clearly. Absolutely. Like there's no reason why that is out of their character, out of their personality. I don't believe that anyone's personality is set in stone. I think we all have the ability to act in every single possible way, good or bad. So think in terms of that it's within this person's ability to do better, to do kinder, to answer those questions clearly. But decide on what the outcome is already. Like, don't wait on them to respond in a particular way or to explain things in a certain way or to answer a question in a certain way. Just decide that that's already how you think they feel. Okay. Lasagna Vintage is here. Thank you so much. She picked these clothes out for me. She said she picked them out with me in mind, and I'm super excited about all of them. And I think this is the first time she's seen me wearing any. Okay, let me answer. Oh, somebody asked a super chat question, which I will get to, but I was going to answer Bacon Bits first, which is an interesting name. And no problem, Rebecca Hales. I love answering your questions. Okay. I'm going to keep asking this till I turn blue. Okay, well, I hope you don't turn blue. How to deal with a specific person you work with and ignore the crappy 3D when you have to see them daily. This is interesting. I know a lot of you deal with being in close connection, physical connection with your specific person, and let this work for you, because I know a lot of you are like half a world away from your specific person and you wish you could physically be around your specific person. So if you work with your specific person, that's good, that's wonderful, that's, so it's something to be happy about. You physically get to be around them. Now, if they're doing things that are frustrating you and it's sort of in your face, I would say to kind of distance yourself from the things that they are doing that are just the complete opposite of what you ideally want them to do. So we're not going to emotionally react to it. We're going to realize that they have it within their power to act differently, to stop giving you these crappy results, but let's not expect the crappy results. Like when you go into work, let's say that today could be different, that today could be a different day where they suddenly do something to make you smile, even if it's just a little teeny little thing. That they do something to make you smile as opposed to making you feel bad the entire time. We're not going to expect it so much. We're going to expect just something of hope, something of peace, something of calm, something better, something different. So we're going to stop basing the future around what has come before. My voice doesn't seem to be matching my lips. Is that coming up for anyone else? I almost feel like I need to stop and restart. Anyone want to confirm that for me? Are my lips, it is matching? Okay, it must just be on my end then. I'll keep going. All right, these live shows, the way it's recorded, sometimes, technical difficulties completely out of my control. Okay. Let me go ahead and get to these super chat questions. Okay, what's the best way to convert negative impulse into positive creativity? Thanks, you're the best. Honestly, I don't think that you can on command change the negative energy just to a positive, just like flip it. I don't think that's realistic. I don't think that sticks. Like, I feel like that is exhausting, and I don't want to have anything to do with that. So whenever I feel upset about something or something's frustrating me and there's all that negative momentum like building, I just turn it all off to get a sense of calm, to get a sense of just relief from all of that negativity. Nobody wants to be in that negativity. Like, of course, you want the results to change in your world, but first, you want to feel relief from just that negative momentum. So I would say to take a moment to just sort of regroup, turn everything off, negative, positive, trying, just everything in that moment. Give yourself plenty of those moments to just regroup and to just feel better, feel more at one with peace, with your ability to feel okay. Because when that negative momentum is building, like, we don't feel okay. We feel bad. We feel, almost like out of control, like we have no control over our emotions, over our ability to feel good. So don't force yourself to switch a negative to a positive, because it's not going to happen that fast. Instead, turn it all off and the positive will come naturally. It'll just flow to you because you won't be having all of that negative energy. So the positive stuff can like naturally reach you, because that is your real state anyway. That is truly who you are. Okay, so let's get to this other super chat question. When is it time to give up on your specific person? I don't think you should ever give up on love, but you should give up on giving your specific person so much energy, so much time, so much effort. If it is making you ask the question, should I give up? That means you are overdoing it. That means it has overtaken your world. That means that you are just not in a good place. So we never want to give up on being loved. Like, you want your specific person because you know you're worthy of having an ideal relationship, of love a relationship, of being loved, of being with someone who you absolutely adore and who you absolutely, makes you shine, makes you smile, makes you feel good. So this is why we want our specific person, right? We want them to feel all of these things. So why are we giving up on feeling like we can have those things? But if focusing on this person is starting to bring you more misery than it is pleasure, please set them aside. Like, don't do any more. Don't think you need more affirmations or a better technique or more work. Let's just let it be and let it be okay. Feel okay in this moment. I am okay. I would prefer to be with the love of my life, but I am okay. I am going to live life for me. I'm not going to put anything on hold. I'm going to feel good where I don't feel like giving up on anything. And I'm not going to give up on love. Love is going to find me, but I'm going to stop trying so hard, because usually when you feel like you should give up, it means you were trying without getting anywhere and you're just feeling bad. Okay, so let's find another question. What does everybody is you pushed out? That is, well, something that everybody seems to have an interesting opinion of. Everybody is you pushed out. I've got plenty of videos on this too. Everyone in your world is reenacting some sort of dramatic event that is happening within you. So everyone in your world is playing a part in your inner world. So everyone in your outer world is playing a role that you are assigning in your inner world. Now, some people have taken the everyone is you pushed out to this other level that includes you are the controller of everyone and everyone else is hollow and you are the only conscious being, which I don't really go for. It never has really made sense to me. It would feel really lonely to be the only conscious person, almost like an episode of The Twilight Zone, where you're the only one and you want to be with everybody else, but you can't because you're the only one in this world, and all the other parallel worlds contain the other consciousnesses of your loved ones. That doesn't feel good. I can still attract, I can still have anything, I can still get any result I want from anyone, and they can still have their own free will, because we all don't have free will. We choose, we think we choose, but where do those desires come from? Who knows? The chicken or the egg, which one started first? I don't know. You probably don't know either. It's that question goes around in a loop. Where did the first desire come from? We're all bouncing energies off of one another. And I've been making videos on this topic for years. It dates back all the way, I think 6 years ago was the first time I made a video on free will, which you could take as the whole everyone is you pushed out debate. But basically, we're all connected. We're all different expressions of the same divine substance. And none of us have full control over the world. We can pick and choose what happens inside of our world, but we attract things. We influence things. We're getting influenced. Right now, I'm being influenced by all of you that attracted me to make this video today. I'm wearing clothes by Lasagna Vintage. She must have imagined me wearing this and doing this because it's happening. So she's stuck with that vision. She's stuck with that idea because it's happening. I'm doing it. Do I feel forced into doing it? No. I feel like I'm just wearing really cute retro clothes that I love and that I feel good in. So I'm doing my own thing that feels like my choice. And, she sort of attracted me to do things that were of her choice. And we all just kind of go together. And if you can find the peace and the balance in that, you can pretty much attract anything. But I guarantee you, if you come from a place of control, you come from a place of manipulation, you come from a place of obsession, any of those bad, yucky energies, you're going to push away everything you seek. And you're going to attract some other crappy stuff too, because when it rains, it pours. And if you are in, this feeling of control, that is not a good energy. Empowerment in a positive, productive way is good, but control in trying to control someone else because they're a void, I think that backfires every single time. Okay. Angel has a question for me. My SP told me hundreds. So let's find out what it was. It went away. Oh, and Bloody Ghost is here. I feel like I've read Bloody Ghosts questions before. I don't know if we'll get to that one, but let's. Angel Ann has a question for me. SB told me hundreds of times we have no future. How to change a situation? Okay. Well, obviously you want a future. It is currently contrary to what they have said they want. Okay. First things first, we need to let them have some breathing room so they can arrive to another conclusion. And I think this is the mistake that a lot of you make, is that you say you want a different result, which is you want him to say, I guess it's a him, I don't actually know. You want your SP to say, we have a future. Okay. Let's imagine it. Let's feel it. Let's leave our specific person completely alone. And I think that's the part that a lot of you struggle with, is that you're prompting your specific person to change their answer. You're like sort of fishing for it, like waiting for them to say, now we have a future. You can't do that. You need to just let them be, ignore them, just kind of give them space. And I mean, not only physically, but energetically. Stop focusing on when are they going to change their mind. Oh my gosh, they said we have no future. Like, stop all of that. Just concretely say, I believe otherwise, and I believe my specific person will come to that realization and love me and want me to. And I'm just going to let them arrive at it in their own timing, however long it takes, because it's important to me to be with this person. And I'm just going to let it happen in its own timing, in its own place. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not even going to think about my specific person unless they come to mind. And then I'm just going to send them a kiss, receive some love, and that's it. That is it. And most of you can't do that. Most of you are checking your specific person on social media. Most of you are waiting for that phone call, that text. I'm not saying you can't anticipate it, but some of you are like, when you don't see it, then you get depressed, or you have a couple bad days, or you cry, or you feel like your world is crushing because you need this person so badly. Need will always push something or someone away, like a desperate need for anything, whether it is a person, a job, money, success, anything. Like, you're going to push it away from you farther than you can ever imagine, and it will never be in your frame of space. Like, it just won't be. Okay, let's get to Bloody Ghost. I want to see what Bloody Ghost had to say. To be honest, I'm completely hopeless. Oh, since my friends left me and love of my life ended any contact with me, and I can't let go in any way. Yes, you can let go. And this is speaking to everyone, because I know you all are probably having the same issue. Yes, you can let go. You know what letting go does? Letting go is also known as receiving. It's almost like enharmonic. I think that's what they call, or maybe that's wrong. I'm like having a brain freeze moment. I think that's what they call on the piano. I should know because I have like 2 degrees. Sometimes when you're live on YouTube, you forget the most obvious of things. So when a note on a piano is C sharp and D flat, it's the same note. Letting go and receiving are the very same thing. They're the same thing. When you let go, you are also receiving. So why are you all so afraid to let go if it's receiving? It's because you don't trust. You don't really feel aligned with it. If you really felt aligned with it, you'd let go no problem, because you'd be like, wow, that's how I receive. If you are not letting go, you are not receiving. End of story. That's simple. You cannot receive until you let go. You can't. Like, yes, right now it sounds like Bloody Ghost's life, ghosts, I said it. Bloody Ghost's life sucks in a lot of ways. And I feel for you. I would give you a hug if I could. But your friends can also come back. The love of your life can also start contacting you daily. But you have to let go of the current pain, the feeling like a victim, complaining, telling others, like we just told everyone today, and anyone else who replays this. You're not hopeless. None of you are hopeless. You are abundant by nature. You are on the planet to create things that there is currently lack in. That's what we're doing. That's all we do. That's all we want. Those are all of our goals. We find lack, and then we want to create abundance. It's all we're doing all the time, all the time. That's what our minds are thinking about. How can I receive abundance? I'm seeing lack. Now I need the abundance. And the second you get abundance in something, you know what? This is the very next thing you do. You identify something else where there's lack, and then you're like, whoa, I need abundance. It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. There's no one in this world that has it all and is no longer wanting things. In fact, I feel like when you do reach that point, that's like the end of your time here on earth. Like, if you stop having desires, it's almost like you stop your ability to have this human experience. You always have to want something where there's lack. Everybody's got some lack, different degrees of lack. So maybe one person's lack is a lot more severe than someone else's, but everybody's got something. There's nobody that has it all. Nobody. Like right now, I'm manifesting things. And when I manifest those things, then I'm just going to manifest new things. Oh, I think I've got some super chat questions. I apologize if I didn't see it. I get on a tangent. These are the last two questions I'm going to answer. Okay. I reach out to my specific person. Okay. Probably that number one probably wasn't a good idea. Don't do it. Let your specific person reach out to you. You have to do that. Like number one rule. You have to let what you are attracting find you. Won't work. Okay. We had no contact since July. I asked him for a ride. Okay. He agreed. That's good. After 4 hours, he bowed. He bowed. He admitted he couldn't resist me. Oh, not even 20 minutes. He is not texting back. Okay. He said he can't fall, I guess, into just having sex. Okay. It looks like you tried your best in terms of English. I don't know what your first language is, but I don't speak it. So I applaud that you can actually speak my language. I wish I could speak your language. I don't speak any other languages fluently right now. I want to, though. That's something I want to manifest. Okay. So I'm going to summarize this. Basically, you contacted him for a ride because it sounds like you really wanted some contact. And he admitted that he found you irresistible, but just in a sexual way. And he's not talking to you now. Okay. Number one, you probably should not have reached out. But it's okay, you did. It's over. It's done. Let's move beyond it. Okay. Now, the reason why we don't want to reach out is because it never gives us the results we are counting on. For example, I bet the results you were counting on to reach out was not to have this happen, because now he's not talking to you. You didn't get any love, declarations of love. You didn't really get anything from this. All you got was kind of more frustration. So this is why we don't meddle with things. We don't physically try to change them because it didn't work. Didn't work at all. We need to do the no contact again, and we need to imagine him actually wanting to commit to you, wanting to give you rides without you having to ask, wanting to be with you. If he finds you irresistible, that's good. But let's see him as evolving into the person who can commit and not just want you for sex, I guess. Okay, I got to get to the other super chat question because I promised. I thought this was the most recent one. Oh, it went away. When I find it. Someone else taught me to scroll up. That was really nice. Whoever that was, I don't remember. Lara, okay. Euros. Someone super chatted me with euros. I think those are euros. Can I attract to SP who has rejected me? Yes. And I haven't heard from anymore. Okay. Even if I'm not in love with him, just for my own satisfaction. Okay. So this is like a debate. And I know that people will criticize me here by saying that I should not encourage someone to attract someone else just for their own satisfaction. Now, I'm not encouraging that you hurt anyone or that you use anyone or you're just from an ego standpoint, you want to attract this person. But I'm here to help. And that's what these live shows are about. They're free help. I also give free help on my Anchor podcasts. And I know sometimes I get criticized for answering questions that some of you find taboo. I am here to help. I'm not here to judge. I am here to help you get whatever you want. And yes, you can manifest whatever you want, good or bad. End of story. You focus more on what you want and less on what you fear. Whatever your reasons are for wanting this person back, doesn't matter. It's going to happen anyway. If you put out the energy, you feel it, you live it in your inner self, it's going to happen. You can plant anything in the soil. I think I mentioned that on my last live show. Like Earl Nightingale says, you can plant anything, nightshade or corn. Nightshade being the bad one. I'm assuming that's a poison. I don't actually know. And the soil is going to take it. It's going to take the seed. It's going to nourish it. It's going to sprout it. One's bad. One is good. It doesn't care. So you know what? Whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever your reasons are behind it, the soil isn't going to ask. It's not going to say, well, your reasoning behind wanting this is no good, so I'm not going to grow. If you follow the proper steps, which is ask, believe, receive, you're going to grow whatever, good or bad. And it's going to happen every single time. Okay, I think actually we have to wrap up. I'm on limited time here. But I'm so excited that you joined me. I'm going to add the Lasagna Vintage Instagram handle in the description box below after I finish filming this video. Do follow her on Instagram. I love her stuff. I'll be wearing her stuff in future videos. Makes me feel super fun. Yeah, I think she got my style real well. So thank you so much. It was a delight to receive that package. Okay. Thank you for all of the emojis. Okay, if you want to work with me one-on-one, VeronicaIsles.com. Self-study courses, VeronicaIsles.teachable.com, as well as an affirmations app for iPhone. We are all manifesting it for Android if we are an Android user. Let's see it happen. I'm sure it will. I know it will. So one day I'll be saying iPhone and Android, but for right now, I'm just saying iPhone. So if you don't have an iPhone, maybe you can manifest one. I manifested one. Okay, have a wonderful day. I think that's it. The free coaching is with the new Team Veronica member, VeronicaIsles@gmail.com. I'm also available for phone calls, text chats, Tuesday and Thursday this week. I am happy to schedule you, so immediate availability for me. John Snow says hi, he just woke up from his nap. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Have a good one.